Good morning students. Sai Ram. Welcome back once again. How are you all? I hope you all are well and safe at your places. Children, today we are going to continue the same chapter that is chapter number 13, air, water and weather. Children, in the last video we have learned about the weather. What is weather? We have learned that weather is the condition of the air surrounding us at any given time, and we have learned that weather change day to day and also change during the years, like winter, summer, rainy. So these are the different weather. So children, earth revolves, chaos, change in seasons. So these seasons occur due to the revolution of earth. Children, then we have learned that change in the weather take place because of the sun. So the weather which change, it is due to the sun. So sun is the main reason for the changing of weather. Children, then we have learned about the wind, how wind blow, and we have learned that when the sun shines brightly, it heat up the land, it causes the air above it also get heat up. The air which is present above, it get heated by the sun. So when the air get heated by the sun, it become lighter in weight. So warm air is lighter than the cold air, and so the warm air rise up. When the warm air get rise up, the cool air rushes in to take its place. So this causes the wind to blow. So then children, today we are going to learn about the sea bridge and land bridge. What is sea bridge and land bridge? So children, in coastal area, the wind blow from the sea to the land during the day. In the coastal area, the wind blow from sea to the land during the day. So this is called sea bridge. This is called sea bridge. And during the night, so during the daytime, the sea bridge occur because in this the wind blow from the sea to the land. But during the night, the wind blow from the land to the sea. Now this time the reverse is there, means in the daytime the wind blow from the sea to the land, but in the night time the wind blow from the land to the sea. So this is called land bridge. When wind blow from the land towards the sea is called land bridge, and when the wind blow during the daytime from the sea to the land, then it's called sea bridge. Children, during the day the land get heated up more than the water in the sea. The air above the land is warmer, it rise up. Then the cool air from the above the sea blow to take its place. So that is why the wind during the daytime, the wind blow from the sea, because the wind near about the sea is cold. So during the daytime the land get heat up, so the air which is present on the land, it rise up. So there is an empty space, then the cool air which is present above the sea, it rushes towards the land to occupy the space of warm air. So that is why during the daytime the wind blow from the sea to land, and this is called sea bridge. Children, sea and land bridge occurs because of the sun. Now you know these two bridge occur because of the sun. Children, at the night the land cools down faster than the water in the sea. The sun give the heats, it heat up the both land and water, but during the daytime the land get heat up very faster as compared to sea. That is why the sea breeze occur in the day. This time the wind blow from the to above the sea towards the land, and but at the night the land cools down faster than the water in the sea. So the water is warmer than the land. The warm air above the water rise up. So during the night time the warm air which is present above the sea get rise up, and the cool air which is over the land rushes into the place of warm air. So thus the land breeze blow during the night, means the wind blow from at the night from land to sea. So there are two breeze. One is sea breeze which occur during the daytime, in which the wind blow from sea to the land, and the second breeze is land breeze. During that it occur during the night. In this the wind blow from the land to the sea. Children, then our next topic is evaporation and condensation. What is evaporation and condensation? Let's see one by one about them. Children, when water changes to the water vapor in the heat of sunlight, when the water change into a water vapor in the heat of sunlight, sun is called evaporation. It means here the water which is present in liquid state, when it get heat up by the sun, it get changed into a gas form, which is in the form of water vapor. So water vapor is the form of gas. So when liquid change into a gas form, means when water get changed into a water vapor, when it's heat up by the sun, this process is called evaporation. And children, when this water vapor cools down, it change back to the water, and this process is called condensation. You can see this condensation by the activity. You can take some water in a pan. In the observation of your adult, ask them to heat it gently about 5 minutes over a fire. You will see that water is change into a water vapor form. So this is called evaporation. Then ask your adult to hold a steel plate over the pan. To hold a steel plate over the pan, then after some time you will observe some water droplets forming on the plate. You will see some water droplet forming on the plate. So the water vapor cools down when it's come in the contact with the cool plates and change back to the water. So this process is called condensation. So what is condensation? When water vapor cools down, it changes back to the water, is called condensation. Children, in the same way, water vapor also condense when it come in the contact with the cold air. Children, then our next topic is hail. What is hail? When raindrops come down. When raindrop come down, you know that raindrop is liquid in form. When it come down, it sometimes passes through very cold air and it freezes to form small ball of ice. So when raindrops when passes through very cold air and get freeze to form small ball of ice is called hills. And these small ball of ice fall to the ground as a hailstone. Hailstone. You have observed many times that when in the rainy season, sometime the small ball of ice fall from the sky. So this is hailstone. How they form? So when raindrops come down, it sometime passes through very cold air, and when it passes through very cold air, it get freeze to form small ball of ice. So smaller ball of ice is called hail, and when it fall to the ground is called hailstone. Then your next topic is snow. So if the cloud themselves are very cold, the water vapor condense and freeze to form ice. Now you know what is water vapor. When water get heat up, it change into a gas form, and this gas form of water is known as water vapor. So when cloud themselves are very cold, then the water vapor condensed and freeze to form ice instead of water. You have observed that when water get heat up, it change into a water vapor, and when water vapor come in the contact of cold air or the cold surface, it get changed into a liquid. But when clouds themselves are very cold, then the water vapor condense and freeze to form ice in place of water. It change into a ice instead of water. The ice so formed is in the form of soft and beautiful snow falls. Then the ice so formed in the form of soft and beautiful snow falls. Children, they have different shapes. Then children, our next topic is dew and frost. Children, in the winter, when you go outside in the garden, you have observed that leaves and the grasses are covered with the drops of water. And there are many other example also, like you have seen that the window also having a water drops, having a cover with the water drops. So where did this water come from? Children, on cold night, the air near the ground cools down. The water vapor in the air condense to form drops of water on the leaves, grass and windows. So this is called dew. So what is dew? The water vapor in the air condense to form drops of water on leaves, grass and window. This is called dew. So you know that water vapor is in hot form. It is hot, and when it come in the contact of cool air, it become condensed. It get condensed and then it form water. Then it change into a water. You know now that when water get heated, it change into a water vapor. So water vapor is hot. When it's come in the contact of cold air which present in the environment in the winter, it get condensed. Condensed to form drops of water. So that is why you can see in the winter season the grasses, the window having a water drops. So this water drops is known as dew. These water drops are known as dew. Children, on very cold nights, dew freezed the water droplets which occur due to the condensation of water vapor. It get freezed to form ice. When temperatures go more down in the winter season, on cold nights, the water vapor which get converted into a water droplets get freezed to form ice. So this ice form which present on the grasses on your wall outside at your home during the winter season is called frost. Children, then your next topic is fog. So it is also occur during the winter season. So what is fog? So on cold winter morning, the water vapor sometimes condense on dust. You know that dust is also present in our air. So when in the cold winter morning, when water vapor condense on the dust particle near the ground and cloud form. When the water vapor get condensed on dust, it form cloud just above the ground. So this cloud is known as fog. So on winter time, on the winter season, nowadays you can see the fog in the morning time. So this form by the water vapor due to its condensation. When water vapor get condensed on the dust which is present in the air, dust particles near the ground, and it form cloud. So cloud form just above the ground. So this is known as fog. So what is fog? Fog is the cloud of condensed water vapor on the dust particle. So when water vapor condense on the dust particle near the ground, it form cloud. And this cloud is known as fog. Children, then our next topic is the earth water and drinking water. Children, you know that about 3/4 of earth's surface is covered with the water. So it is present in ocean, sea, river, lake and pond. So there are many sources where the water is present, from where we get the water. So our earth's surface, about 3/4 of earth's surface is covered with the water. So it is also present under the earth's surface. You have learned already in your chapters, and it is called groundwater. Children, you know that water is very important because all living things need water to live. All the living beings, all the living things which are on the earth's surface need water to live. So most of the water available on the earth cannot be used by us for drinking. So the water in the sea and the ocean, because it is salty, that's why we can't use the sea water and ocean water for the drinking. And in the most places, the water in the river and the lake is not clean enough to drink. So this is because water pollution, because of the pollution, because the most of the river, lakes are polluted. So water become polluted because the waste from our house and factories are allowed to flow into the river and lake. So this waste make our river and lake polluted. From where we can take the drinking water, that sources get polluted by the different activities of human beings, like by throwing the house waste and factories waste into river and lake. So there is very less water available for the drinking. There is very less water present on the earth's surface for the drinking. So children, how we get drinking water? Children, polluted water has dirt and germs in it, so we can't drink the polluted water. So drinking polluted water can cause several diseases. Dirt and germs have to be removed to make the water fit for drinking. So the water from river and lake is pumped into a water works. It's pumped into a water work in cities. So the drinking water which is available in the cities is pumped from the river or the lake which is present in the cities into the water work, into a water work. Here children, it is passed through the filter to remove dirt, and for removing dirt they passes the water through the filters. Then for the killing the germs they add chlorine in it to kill germs. So children, then the clean water is then pumped to the houses. Then after filtration and after adding the chlorine to kill the germs, then the clean water is pumped to the houses. So children, clean water is very precious, so we should not waste the water. So we should always conserve the water, we should always save the water, because there is much water present on the earth's surface, but there is very little drinking water available on the earth. So we should preserve each and every drops of water. So children, today you have learned about the different weather conditions like dew, fog, snow and hills. So for today your homework is you have to read this chapter again and you have to learn about the weather and its different conditions.